Welcome everyone to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm DM recording from Down Under. Firstly, just want to start by saying thank you to those who have been leaving some comments behind on some of the videos. That's been a huge help. In particular, the feedback around the audio levels. You might see me glance away as I check the audio levels, trying to get it spot on. At the moment, I'm going close to the red without going over. So I think I'm in a good spot at the moment, but if you could give me that feedback, that would be huge. Now, this is going to be a follow-on video from when we pulled the sacred shards for the Sword Master's Path. As you can see, we went all the way down and we grabbed Leo. Now, I don't have enough to go for the 5-star soul. I've been burning a bit of energy to try and get some more points. But what I am interested in is these materials here. Chance of a mythical. I have one already banked up. I'm going to be going for a chance for a second. That's in theory a 40% chance that I'll get a mythical relic. I'm in particular after the Voldrake heart, I think it's called. Now, excuse me, I'm still a bit sick as well. The heart gives you the shield, which is really good for Titus teams, and that's what I'm after. So I'm going to blow a little bit extra to try and grab these in the hopes of getting that, or at least a good legendary relic. So we're going to be doing that. So we need 1,000. 9,000 makes 10,000, and then another 30,000 takes us up to 40,000. We have 7,000 at the moment. So I think, working it out off the top of my head, something like maybe 7 sacreds. I'm going to pull a couple, see if I get anywhere. If I get a legendary, I'm probably going to stop on the legendaries and switch over to some ancient shards for it. Again, not interested in these. We did pull Corvus on the previous video, which was a weird feeling that I had selected him, but I wasn't excited to actually get him, mostly because I never hit on the progressive. I actually chose it just thinking, probably won't get it, and this is the one time I have. So that's been an interesting experience, but we're just going to go pull a couple of shards, see where we go. Maximum we'll have left is 3, but I might even stop earlier than that. Here we go with Vogoth. This is the regen guy, so he's very, very tanky for it. I'll try not to talk too much about the epic champions unless there's something extra special about it. If I pull a legendary, this is probably on the shorter side of a video, so we might talk a little bit about it. We got another epic. Dirindil, great for damage, I believe. I haven't actually built mine, but definitely worth looking at for the faction wars. What do we got? So this is the halfway mark. So that's 5 out of 7. It's all junk though. All junk. Oh, here we go. Elder Skarg. I don't have him, so that's some level of excitement. I believe he's been pretty power crept these days. Increased speed on just him. If it's critical, that's easy enough to do. Increased crit rate buff isn't so useful. 3-hitter. Place an extra hit for each buff or debuff on the target. Up to an extra 3 hits. So I guess that's 6 times, theoretically. HP burn is always good. True fear. Steals all buffs from the target after the attack. That sounds pretty decent, to be honest. Increased defense. Places a fear. True fear, block damage. Where's the block damage coming from? Oh, that's interesting. Less damage from legendary mythical. It's an interesting kit. I don't know how to feel. My understanding was he wasn't super great these days, but that seems like an alright kit to me, so maybe I'll have a bit of fun testing that out. Alright, well, we hit the legendary, so that's something. Points, we're at 34,000, so we need another 6,000. We can go a couple of ancients to try and get through this. I've put him on this one, but again, I don't expect to actually land it, and honestly, if I do, it's an ancient shard, so much of a muchness. That is a rare tax. That is rough. All right, let's have a look. I think I need another 10 pull. Another 10 pull and then maybe like 1 extra shard. All right, so let's grab some from the gem shop. Sorry, keeping an eye on that audio as well as we go along. what we've got the gems for. All right. Collect some of these. Got to clear this out at some point soon. Let's go at the 10 and then the single extra one. One more legendary would be really nice for a video. I'm normally not greedy, but we got epic at least there. One epic. It's rough when it's not the 2x, honestly. Big reminder, don't pull your shards unless it's a 2x. We'll pull the last one here. Miracle pull. Nah, no luck. Rares for days. All right. So let's have a look at this and let's see if we can. Yeah, 40,000 grab list. Now I've got to be careful where I click so I don't screw that up. All right, so we need 1,000 there. Yep. Then 9,000 materials and materials. Now I'm colorblind, so hopefully I'm not screwing all of this up. Would be nice to get another 15,000, but at 3,000, that's another 50 ancients. It's probably a bit above where I'm sitting for everything. 50 ancients, that's going to be 900 times 5. Yeah, way too many. Way too many just for the sake of it. We can always get them future. There's nothing in the discovery pool that I'm incredibly, you know, looking at. Where are we here? Discovery. Here. This one, decent. That's the one out of the 2 mythicals that people want. We already have a servitude because of the turtle reward for getting them all. Last laugh. It's unique for it, but I don't think it's that great. And then this one, very niche for PvP, really, for it. Honestly, nothing over there. But to go back to what I was looking for, this one here, the Volcardiac Heart, has a chance of placing a magma shield on the wearer. And you combine that with Titus and Wixwell, and hopefully that's a lot of damage. Hallowed Hilt gives the fervor buff, which isn't too common at the moment. Good with the speed stat on it as well for those trying to go fast. Aspect of Siroth, keeping people alive, and Wonder Submission for the PvP stuff. So that's what we're probably looking at here. Let's go in and give it a crack. So we've got 2 chances, guys. Hopefully, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to have a bit of luck. I've had 0 luck on relics so far. So this is hopefully the moment. Let's go. Wand of Submission. Not surprised. I do need some, but not what we're looking for. We want the mythical. This is what we just spent all those resources on. 20% chance. Fingers crossed. Okay, all right. We got a mythical. Can't complain on that level. Not Volcardiac. There's a 1 in 4 chance of that, but, you know, still. Whenever an enemy's turn meter is increased, the wearer increases their own turn meter by 10%. Now, as you level this up, that'll go up higher. Really good for slow teams for it. High resistance as well. Good for, you know, like an Armand's or someone who's maybe not in stone skin, but, you know, needs to get in quick and resist everything. We've got a couple more of these. Let's see if we can get another legendary, maybe another Wonder Submission for it. 40% chance, probably getting an epic. Oh, Aspect of Siroth. We're getting a bit of variety. I don't think I have one. Maybe I do. The only problem with this one is it does reduce the turn meter. Can be good on something like UDK, somewhere where you want them to be really slow so that they don't lose the stone skin whilst taking the hits for it. So, but in saying that, if it's fatal damage, it's already past the stone skin. So, I don't know. Not sure where people are using them, but maybe someone else can post for it. Let's get a couple of these going. I probably won't do the rares on this video. You're not going to get much out of them. Arethi is really strong. Anyone who's placing debuffs like HP burns, all those kind of stuff, poisons. But they also kind of want to be a actual damage dealer. Ninja is a good champion off the top of my head for that. We'll do these ones. Why not? Already started. What do we got? Magic. 2% less damage from ally protection effects. That's very niche. Maybe on a clan boss team or something like that. Honestly, can't think of too many places I would be using that. We'll get some of these epics going as well, and then we'll save it from there. This one's really good. Increases the defense every time they receive damage, so they become tankier. Good for defensive damage dealers in particular. The longer the fight goes on, for PvE more than PvP. That one is mostly useless. We have, oh yeah, this one has a chance of placing Veil on it. This is from the new group for it. It's an interesting one. Anyone who needs Veil on them, or you don't want them targeted, that kind of thing, that can be a really good one for it. So again, a bit niche, but still decent. Chance of getting continuous heal on them. That one's all right. Nothing to really talk about with it. 2% damage under debuffs, not useful. Let's get rid of these. Something magical. Be nice if you could just select all 4 in one go or something like that. This one I don't have. When attacked, wearer has 10% chance of increasing their defense by 10% until the end of their next turn. Yeah, it's interesting. PvP, there's a lot of ignore defense, so it's a PvE kind of thing. One big hit from it? Yeah, I guess it could be alright. I don't think too many people will be going out of the way for it, considering some of the other ones that are available. There are some good rare ones between the poison one, the Arachno Elixir, or the little dagger, this one here, the Malefic Talon. Those two are decent for rare ones. But, yeah. Hopefully we see Alice's ones come back. Everyone would love a couple more Cat's Gazers. It's interesting how they're doing it and how they're going to go forward. Forge Pass is interesting because there's not really a high chance of getting those mythicals. Not sure. Yeah, maybe they'll put some changes in there and make that actually worth the time. But personally, I don't think that's worth the money. But still, this eludes me. We're one step closer with a mythical, but not quite there. So we'll see how we go. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Legendary, mythical relic, and a couple of other things. And yeah, leave a comment about the audio below.